Hello everyone, take two for commentary. We are here in South Africa with just about a record attendance for Apprentice League very recently. We've got 12 people on the grid for this South African Grand Prix. I believe the second time Kyalami has been featured in the grid. Guzzy Man's Kyalami featured in Season 20 and now Season 24 as the returning track. We are here in round 2 with a couple new people on the grid, a couple returning and one less person. Justin, after his win in AL and then JL following that, has been banned very early on from Apprentice League. Let me just quickly get fastest slaps up. We have also got Jara and we have also got, let me find them, Azit returning from their respective bans from the FES leagues entirely. So that is all 4 leagues. They had a little incident, however, it was mostly the host's fault for not having collisions, or there was a problem with collisions or something like that. I have no idea, but anywho, we've got 12 drivers on the grid for this South African Grand Prix. Currently, Jara on provisional pole with a 35-second lap across the line. Will it improve? It will not for now, but Kalitka will to a 34.87. Mystic joining him in the subs with a .93, and Di Martino, the third driver, into the sub 35s with a .97. I apologise, I'm very ill, so this is probably going to be a pretty horrible qualifying session. But obviously in times of illness, all I want to do is spend all of my day on Ultimate Racing 2D2. This is just kind of peak racing as per usual in Apprentice League. Now with the Justin ban, holy .6, that was a big improvement there from the Ukrainian Kalitka. I was just about to actually say, as Di Martino improves to .65, there is some new space for drivers because obviously Justin has been banned, so I guess the sort of favourite to take over from Justin in that number 1 spot is the person on your screen, Kalitka. But Di Martino, the very, very new French driver from Open Lobbies, is also looking very, very good in his only second race in the league. So very, very exciting stuff to be seen here. Oh, actually, I did always forget to mention Tatao. We've got a debut, mobile graduate. Tatao, not 100% sure where they're from, what they've done in mobile, or if they're good or not. But sorry if that was a horrible noise. I dropped the mic. But yeah, Tatao. Hopefully they can have a good debut. Currently with a .9 actually, very good time. Is that only 5 drivers in the sub 6 now? As it seems to improve, as does Access to the Birthday Boy in P3, but it's going to be Kalitka on pole position with a .60. Di Martino in P2, Access P3, then Azit, Tao, Jara, Mystic, Alex, Go 14, Krung, Kwan 53, and Mathigal lining out the grids. It's no more delay, we are on our way here in South Africa. Kalitka leads the way into turn 1. Di Martino looks to the inside, Axis just behind once again on the hard tyres. You can trust Axis to pull off a bit of a different strategy. The 5 have broken off here as Mystic breaks up into P6 there, just a little bit further back. Let me get the right thing up. Oh, everything's disappeared and Kalitka has a gap. Axis up into P2, Tatao up into P3, looks to the inside of Axis, gets down the inside of Axis and kills Axis. Very, very lovely stuff. Kalitka has almost a second gap here as through goes Azit from last on the grid up into P2 in a lap. What a start from the Polish driver. Tatao looks down the inside, gets down the inside. Tatao has Azit defending quite well actually. Di Martino now looks to make it 3 wide as we go into the long right-hander. Azit is dead by Tatao. Tatao is completely killed and brake checks Jara, brake checks everyone behind. This is terrible stuff going on. Mystics up into P5. Alex shot off the track by the ping. Tatao's had a horror start. He tried to give the position back to Azit, ended up killing even more people as we head into lap 2. Kalitka with a 1.5 second gap. Di Martino about half a second's gap, and then Jara P3 and Krunk P4, things you absolutely love to see. Then we've got a big pack here led by Mystic, who's actually a mile ahead on his screen in P5. Then we've got Azit, Mathigal and Axis. Azit's going to go down the inside of Mystic's trailer. Will he try around the outside now into the left-hander? He will. He won't get the move done for now. Mystic goes a little bit wide as trailer dragging Azit. Oh, almost off the track there. Mathigal bum drafting Mystic's trailer just about as well. Down the outside goes As It. Remember, Mystic is a high ping driver. That is not the place to make that move. Mystic not 100% on where his trailer is either. Jara and Krang having a little fight here for the final spot on the podium. Mystic is now passed by Mathigo and As It. Neither of these drivers know how to drive around trailer all too well. This is Apprentice League, so you can give them a little bit of slack. So Mystic has fully backed out of that one as Tatao has made his way back up into P8. That's a lag rocket. Oh, it's not a lag rocket, but Mathigo has went insanely wide as well. As It now P5 from last on the grid. Mystic P6 to Tao P7. Then we've got a big squabble going on here between Go14 and Alex, and then Juan. Juan's had a terrible start to this race actually. Down in P10, I believe he only qualified about P9 as Mystic is flown off the track by either Zatao or As It. I'm not 100% sure what happened there. Mathigo and As It, Axis pushed off the track there by Juan, and Mathigo, as virtue of that crash, Axis, maybe not the birthday race he would want to start it off, unfortunately, as Alex is there in P12 now catching up, sends it down the inside Axis. What's he doing? What's he doing, man? Killed both Mathigo and Axis. Oh my. Yeah, it's cool. Oh, I wish I could show the. Actually, could I maybe do a little thing? Sorry, I'm completely stopping, but there's not all too much fighting here. Let me. Oh, if I click on Discord, it's gonna tab out. Never mind. It won't work unless I window the screen, and then I'd have to leave. So I'm not gonna do that. But anywho, up at the top, DiMartino is actually catching onto the back of Kalika just about. Look at the gap that Mr. Crunk has in P3. Crunk is on for a podium. That is awesome. And we've got a massive train. As It to Tao, Jara, Mystic, Juan, and Almost Go. Mathigo is the first of the pitters here on lap 6. That is very, very early. As it looks like we've got a little fight here then for P4 to Tao, and As It to Tao just hits a little bit of grass there. As It keeping his position for now, actually having a very, very good race, and then gets pushed off the track. Well then, cool. And flies himself off the track as well and brake checks Mystic. Cool. Welcome to Apprentice League, folks. And then pits. Oh my god. Yeah, cool. Anywho, Mr. Crunk is P2. Can I red flag it? Am I allowed to red flag this race and have Mr. Crunk start in P2? Probably not. Mystic P5 followed by Juan and Jara. Oh, this isn't good. It's really not good for Juan. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I guess Juan's not had any time to practice. He made a massive mistake by himself there as Jara looks to the inside of Mystic's trailer. He does not know ping, and this is probably going to be a lag rocket. Never mind. Great line from Mystic to avoid any collision there as Jara into the pits, sorry, to change his tires from soft to hard. Go14 P7 hasn't pit just yet. Mystic and Juan going too wide. Again, Juan not 100% sure if he knows trailers. He's in the VC. Mystic has a trailer. He's on 200 ping, so be careful. Mystic seeing himself ahead of Juan going through here. Juan going wide. Mystic looks on the inside. Oh my god, I don't really know what's going on. This is the point where you really need someone like Yoa co-commentating to commentate over this bit. But yeah, Mystic now into the pits. I'd imagine it will end on the hard tires. You don't really want to be taking those mediums 10, or it can be pretty damn awful as It and Axis are going too wide. As It takes himself off the track. Mystic now in this train of cars, not exactly where you want to exit amongst As It and Jara. Now behind Axis on our screen, on his screen, just about in between As It and Axis, I believe. Oh, I don't like this. I do not like this, and yeah, I really don't like this. Is Mystic is sent off into the track. Cool. Sorry, off the track. Yeah. Cool. Who's that in the pits? It is Kalika actually coming out behind DiMartino. Oh, and they've got to get past Tatao. So DiMartino leads in their second race ever. Kalika on the medium tires, much better tires for the end of this race. Mr. Crunk is going so long, he's going to end on the softs. I would. Wait, nah, he's not. He can't. There's no stops, impossible. Or if he did do the zero stop, then he would probably. Oh, maybe a little TP from DiMartino there. Kalika is now caught and sends DiMartino into the wall. No. Oh, that's terrible stuff there from Kalitka, and doesn't even slow down to give the slip back. Sweet. Sweet. Mr. Crunk still going on those hard tires. Still going on those hard tires. Oh my. That's very, very cool to see. Then you've got 2 and 2 between Azit, Jara, Mystic, and Juan. Definitely not the place Mystic wants to find himself in this race. Up at the top, will Mr. Crunk finally come into the pits? He will. He will end the race on the soft compounded tyres. He will exit in P3. And if DiMartino and Kalitka end up fighting at the end of this race, Mr. Crunk is in a chance at the win. Actually, not even fighting. He's on the softs with like 5 laps to go. Mr. Crunk can win this. There is a good chance Mr. Crunk can win this, as DiMartino has taken about 3/10 out of the lead gap there. Go on, Mr. Crunk. As it leading this train of Jara, Mystic, and Juan. Mystic sent off into the stratosphere of South Africa, and again, there we go. Yeah, this is proper Apprentice League racing as Juan looks to the outside of Jara, gets through on Jara, and sends Jara into the grass. Really not good racing standards here, even for JL. This is AL. Sorry, this has been pretty poor. Mystic looks to the inside of Jara, does not get the move done. He'll go again into turn 1, as does Azit on Juan. Azit does not get the move done. Mystic does not get the move done. Jara still leads from Mystic. Juan now ahead of Azit. Mr. Crunk is not taking any substantial time out of that gap, I'm not going to lie. Neither is DiMartino. So it looks like the top 3 could remain the top 3, as we're seeing this pack sort of separated. Mystic making a big mistake there, and a little fight for P10 between Alex and Matthew, both making the same exact mistake. Azit and Juan, 2 wide through the final corner. And again into turn 1, as it looks down the inside. Juan doesn't defend as erratically as he did the last lap out, as it going hella wide to try and avoid a collision. And now Jara is in the slip, looks to the inside of the long right hander. What is he doing? That is a terrible place to try and move. And then as it pushed off the track as a result. Go 14 DNFs. No. Oh, he was up quite high, you know. So that's very unfortunate for the Brazilian GOAT himself. GOAT 14, as Mystic sends himself down the inside of Azit. Gets the move done. Quite a pretty damn good dive bomb there for Apprentice League standards. He now has the same to face with Jara. Both trained by the Poles of, I believe, Matimar and maybe Polak as well, although I'm not 100% sure what could be taught there. I know they're both virtue of the Raikar Academy, so maybe not the cleanest driving portfolio, I think is maybe a good word. They have their moments, as we've seen definitely with the ban, as it tries to send it down the outside of Mystic, gets brake checked, and Mystic has now lost a butthole of time to Jara. Oh, holy Daniel Ricciardo dive from Azit there. Jara makes a mistake. Mystic is now ahead. This could be a lag rocket. Mystic backs out. Jara goes wide. He's defending for position. Through goes Mystic. Jara, big mistake there. Mystic now up into P6, but he's made a mistake. Azit now in the slipstream of Mystic once again. He will probably want to get that position as quickly as possible. Mr. Crunk has caught 2 seconds to DiMartino. P2 is on for the Canadian as Azit off the track takes Jara with him. Jara now down the inside of Azit, or trying to go down the inside of Azit. Mystic has his sights set on Juan, who's making big mistakes in the latter part of this race. It looks like there's some TPing going on from DiMartino. He's behind Crunk. Oh no! DiMartino having a massive connection issue, it seems. 2 wide with the towel, make it. Oh, it's screen freeze. Oh, DNF, Mar. It's 2 laps to go and his screen freezes. It seems to have settled, because that's definitely screen freezes from the Frenchman. So it seems to have settled, but we'll leave it for now. But one more, unfortunately, on the final lap, and that will need to be a DNF. But look at Kalitka, miles ahead of everyone else. 5 seconds of Krunkus, 7 seconds ahead of the next driver. The pressure was put on the Ukrainian to take over from Justin with the ban. They have said, pressure? What pressure? Oh, that's such a terrible line. But Kalitka, anyway, crosses the line to win here in South Africa. It's going to be Mr. Crunk in P2. P2 back on the podium is the Canadian. Di Martino and Juan will fight to the line here. Total has completely dropped out of that one. Di Martino, it's a race to the line. It's going to be Juan on the podium from P9 to Tau P4. Mystic P5. Di Martino with the screen freezes all the way down in P10. Holy goodness me. Then it's going to be Mystic P5, Azit P6, Alex P7, Jara then P8, Axis all the way down in P9. That's a very unfortunate result. Di Martino P10 with insane lag rockets, screen freezes, Mathigo P11, and then go your DNF.